Hey guys, it is Dwayne here from DewyHQ, and today I am here talking about another Persona 5 theory that I just quickly wanted to cover. And this theory revolves around the 7 deadly sins. In the first promotional video trailer where it showed the intro for the game, you can see when Morgana is introduced, the 7 deadly sins are playing in the background. When you translate the words from Latin to English behind Morgana in the silhouettes, you can actually tell they turn into the 7 deadly sins. There's wrath, pride, gluttony, luxury, which is kind of to lust, and envy. So there's a heavy connection to the 7 deadly sins with this picture. A few people believe that this indicates that Morgana is the Devil Arcana. I'm kind of not leaning towards that. It's plausible. I'm not throwing that completely out the window, but I just don't see it as the most likely scenario. I feel like the 7 deadly sins probably play a bigger part in the story. Now, I have two theories relating to this. One is that it relates to each of the characters. So each party member represents a 7 deadly sin. So the protagonist could either stand for pride or wrath. I'm leaning more towards pride because, with pride you feel like you're stronger than everyone else. You feel like you're better than everyone else. That might relate to being the leader. Everyone depends on you, you've got so much pride within yourself. Or wrath, because there's the hatred between him and those who have the corrupt hearts that they're trying to steal. But in this instance, I'm leaning more towards pride. For Anne, it would either be lust or envy, so she could be jealous of people not accepting her and not fitting in normally, like all the other normal students at school, etc. Lust, maybe because she's part of the Lover's Arcana, she might lust for money, she might lust for power, you never know, it could lust for anything, not exclusively sex. Ryuji is either going to be lust or envy as well. Envy I'm leaning towards more because the right hand man always seems to be jealous of the main protagonist. We've seen this with Junpei and Yosuke. They mention it during their social links that they are jealous of the protagonist's wildcard ability and being able to get their ability first. So I feel like this is probably a strong argument for Ryuji that he could represent envy, but lust, he might be just a horn dog, you never know. Morgana's definitely greed, because she seems to be one of the characters that seems to push the heist forward. This could also potentially lead to lust. Same sort of thing, but I'm leaning majorly towards greed. And then the fifth character, Yusuke, which I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it properly, but I believe it's Yusuke. I believe he could either represent pride or wrath as well. Pride, taking pride in his artwork because he is an artist, or it could be wrath because he's been forced into the career that he doesn't want to be in. I feel like these could be good examples, so that means we're missing 2 potential party members. We've already confirmed there's a 6th one on the way, and there most likely is going to be a 7th. I believe there's going to be 8. You'll have a dedicated navigator, and you'll have another set of people to switch out with from the original, so Yusuke would be part of that group. But that leads me on to my second theory. The only issue I see with this is relating lust to 16-year-old teenagers. I don't think that would fit very well, but Japan's Japan, they get away with a lot of stuff, so I feel like the most likely scenario is the 7 deadly sins are connected to the dungeons that the Phantom Thieves visit, and where they perform their heists. I feel like this is probably the best example, is that the boss that we got to see during PV3 most likely represents gluttony, as he's, overeating, he's quiet, he's drinking wine. I feel like that'll be a strong indicator to say that the 7 deadly sins are going to be related to the bosses that heroes will fight. There might be a connection relating to their personas as well, but this is probably the best theory I can have for this point in time, unless we get some more information relating to that. This was just a quick topic I wanted to go over. Maybe I gave you guys some ideas, or maybe you can post your own ideas in the comments below. I'd love to see them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you then.